Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Baking with Becca. Today's baked good features a fruit crisp and we're using two fresh fruits of the season, apples and cranberries, to make a delightful Cran-Apple crisp with a healthy twist, of course. So our streusel topping for this crisp today is going to feature a couple added healthy bonuses such as amaranth flour, whole wheat flour, oats, pecans, chia seeds, ground flax seeds, and a couple other things. I'll get into more about those later, but for now, let's go get this recipe started.
Here's the list of ingredients you'll need to make this recipe. Don't worry about writing them all down now, as the recipe sheet is linked below for easy download. First things first, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. To begin this recipe, grab a large mixing bowl and start combining your dry ingredients. Add 1 cup of oats, half cup of whole wheat flour, a 1/4 cup of amaranth flour, 2 tablespoons chia seeds, 2 tablespoons ground flax seed, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then mix that together. Oh, whoops, don't do what I did. Don't forget to add your spices. Silly me. Add 1/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon, an 1/8 teaspoon ground clove, 1/8 teaspoon ground nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger. Go ahead and whisk that together again. You can go with the option of using a cheese grater to grate your frozen butter, or you can cut the butter in using a pastry cutter. You'll want to combine the butter until it's the texture of coarse meal. Then add your pecans and use your hands to evenly distribute. Go ahead and squeeze this mixture here and there so that you can get some buttery clumps that will make these scrumptious little crispy bits as it bakes. Then toss that bowl in the freezer until we're ready to put it on top of our fruit. Now it's time to make our fruit base. First things first, wash those cranberries. They come from a bog. Need I say more? Then cut your apples into 1/2-inch pieces and toss it right into your 2-quart baking dish along with your cranberries, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Mix everything around with your hands to combine evenly, then we're good to add our topping on and start baking. You'll want to bake this for about 55 to 65 minutes or until golden brown on top and bubbly. While our delicious Cran-Apple crisp bakes, we're going to learn why this recipe is a little bit healthier than most. Right off the bat, we'll start with the whole wheat flour we have in this recipe, which is less processed and therefore a little bit better for our bodies than the more refined all-purpose flour that's used in most baking. It also keeps you feeling full for longer since it has more fiber, working better with our digestive systems. Since whole wheat flour still has gluten, if you need a gluten-free option, you could always swap out the whole wheat flour with rye flour, brown rice flour, and more. There are tons of options out there. Next on the docket are the oats. Oats are a gluten-free whole grain and a great source of important vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants, resulting in many health benefits such as increased weight loss, lower blood sugar levels, and a reduced risk of heart disease. You can't get enough of oats, especially during breakfast time. They're a huge addition to this recipe. Next are the chia seeds. So chia seeds are full of antioxidants, fiber, omega-3 fat, protein, and a lot of other nutrients such as calcium and magnesium for the top two. They're pretty bland, which actually makes them extremely versatile in the culinary world. They can be eaten raw, soaked in juice, added to oatmeal, pudding, smoothies, and baked goods. You can also sprinkle them on top of your cereal, yogurt, vegetables, or rice dishes. Plus, they work wonders in homemade fritters as a binding agent. Given their ability to absorb water and fat, you can use them to thicken sauces and as maybe an egg substitute. They can also be mixed with water and turned into a gel. Flax seeds are also packed with nutrition. Like chia seeds, they're filled with protein, fiber, and omega-3 fatty acids, in addition to being a rich source of some vitamins and minerals such as vitamin B, magnesium, and phosphorus. They have both soluble and insoluble dietary fibers. Due to the flaxseed protein being rich in the amino acids arginine, aspartic acid, and glutamic acid, it is known to be helpful for improving immune function, lowering cholesterol, and keeps you full for longer. Lignans are plant compounds that are found in flax seeds that have antioxidant and estrogen properties, both of which can help lower the risk of cancer and improve overall health. Next up is the amaranth. While many of the most commonly consumed grains contain gluten, amaranth is naturally gluten-free and can be enjoyed by those on a gluten-free diet. It's also a good source of health-promoting antioxidants and is known to be an anti-inflammatory, making it easier on one's digestive system. Amaranth is high in protein and fiber, both of which can aid in reducing appetite and therefore weight loss. Last but not least, let's not forget about the pecans. Pecans are rich in several important nutrients, including fiber, copper, thiamine, and zinc. They are a great source of monounsaturated fatty acids, which is a type of fat that benefits heart health and brain function. Pecans are a little high in fat and calories, so as always, the key is moderation with your daily diet and eating healthy portions. With all that said, take a look at this gorgeous golden Cran-Apple Crisp. I just know you're gonna love it.
Yum! I'm so excited to dig into this, everybody. Without further ado, let's just scoop right on in. So this recipe is amazing because the streusel on top adds this wonderful nutty flavor, along with being nice and sweet, a little bit of saltiness from that salt and the butter we have in there. And the tartness of the fruit in here is really going to make this just the best balance. So let's take a bite. Gotta get some of that streusel with the pecan on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And you see this color that it gets from having the cranberries in there. It's just beautiful for this time of year. All around, this is just a great treat. It's really good for breakfast, especially with these added chia seeds, flax seeds, oats in it. It kind of makes it, honestly, kind of balanced. So it's not too bad of a treat. It's pretty low in sugar. And then again, if you use things like whole wheat flour or some other alternative flours that are a little bit healthier, you're off to a great start. So I hope you try this at home and enjoy.